Let's start with Glencore.
Let's start with Glencore, and that, of course, is a global metals producer with commodities. It supplies big coal and copper assets, or it has big coal and copper assets.
Yeah, and it's also got all that marketing activity where it sort of buys stuff, even in the soft agricultural commodities, and resells them. This is Ivan Glassenberg, Switzerland-based, London-listed, secondary listing in Joburg.
Market cap here of £47.5 billion. It's got no PE ratio, dividend yield of 1.7%. Talk me through Glencore.
Okay, Glencore had, similar to many other commodity companies, a near-death experience a year ago, and they had to change everything. They had to cut their debt. This was the most geared of the big players. They had to cut their debt massively, and when you look at their latest results, 40 is the magic number somehow. Earnings are up 40%.
40%.
CapEx is down 40%. Debt is down 40%. So they had to take a serious look at their business. They slashed costs, they cut production, they got cash in massively to bring down their debt. And the company literally today is a far better company than what it was a year ago. And when you look at the statements made, the company has never been as well positioned as what it is now since its listing in 2011 and since it bought Xstrata.
So it takes a downturn to get your house in order.
Yeah, and it also took a downturn and a subsequent recovery, because you can have a downturn and you can cut costs as much as you like, but unless your top line grows, you're in deep trouble. But that's exactly what happened. So other than the agricultural side and the trading side, this was just a year ago another heavily indebted resource company that was battling to live through the tough times, but they have.
Well, let's look at the share price graph, Paul, because we haven't managed to capitalize on any of these.
It's gone up by a third, so it really, this is the JSE price, so you can see it conked in badly there, 2015, 2016.
That was the near-death experience that Wayne was referring to.
I mean, in London, you can see that it's kind of trebled, basically, and there have been a bit of currency effects, but I don't know really quite what to make of that, though, because Ivan Glassenberg is a really tough operator, so he didn't hesitate. They did some selective capital raisings. They sold a whole lot of assets at some fire sale prices. Yeah. They cut debt by like $15 billion. It's still at $36 billion, so that gives you a flavor. This is a company that has, you know, a market cap of $50 billion, and it has debt of 36, so it's not scared. Even now, they consider themselves to be pretty out there. The company has about a third of its business which is in coal, and that's mostly thermal coal, and it's all over the world, and they buy some, sell some, supply some, all that sort of thing.
Now, you did do your homework for this session. You don't want that criticism coming back to bite you. Are we going to even out here? I mean, have we missed the upside in this, specifically Glencore, but I suppose that is going to be the same story for all of them.
It's the same story for all of them. Yeah. All the commodity companies,
and
whether
copper,
you're in coal or anything. Look, I think we're at 9 o'clock. We're not at 11:59 in this cycle, but I think we're at 9 o'clock in the evening.
I'm a little slow, having just gotten off a plane.
The party hasn't got ugly yet. The party hasn't got ugly yet.
We're at a party now.
We're at a party.
9 p.m. I think.
We're at 9 p.m.
Shouldn't your party be peaking at 9 p.m.?
No, not a real party. Real parties peak at 11:59.
I don't go to real parties, obviously.
Neither do I, by the way. But the point is, I would think we're at 9 o'clock. There's lots of positives going for commodities. We all know the arguments. However, the prices have reacted strongly already.
And it's already in the price.
No, that's the key. I don't think current prices are in share prices yet. I think the best news is already in the underlying commodities. In other words, iron ore is not going above 90.
But that
Oil's
news
not
hasn't
going above 50
translated
into
to
the
the share price of the companies
yet.
that are impacted by the commodity prices.
That's why I think there's still an opportunity on the share price, more so than on the actual underlying commodity. But as Paul was saying, coal is relatively, well, it's 1/3 of the business. This is a copper player and an agricultural player, and oil, it's in every commodity. But the good news is the gearing is down, the earnings are up, and when they report next time, earnings won't be up 40%, they'll be up 140%. That shows the extent of the gearing.
Sounds as though Wayne is saying we should buy Glencore. Hot or not, let's just get a sense of where you really are going.
I prefer other ones, but within this group of assets we're looking at, I'll go hot on Glencore.
Paul.
It's tough because what do we know really? We know the US economy is going to grow at around 2%. The European markets could be a little bit iffy. China has got its targets, as we know. But I'm going to go not hot. I think the risk-reward ratio isn't right. It just feels to me like it's gone up a lot and people are getting a little bit too euphoric again. I'm afraid I'm going to be the party pooper at 11:59.
We've got a hot, but we're only at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
we're not
well,
at 11:59.
Paul thinks we're at 11:59.
I see. So obviously your time is up on the party front.